What's going on, you guys? Quick update video on the GR8FLEX. My nephew's been borrowing this for some time. They've been putting it through daily use, and a lot of you guys have been asking me just essentially where it is, if I still like it, and again, just kind of how it's overall just kind of holding up. I'll probably have my nephews borrow one of these other sliding bench trainers in the meantime because I know they really like it and have been using it. But with that said, pretty much looks exactly how it was when I gave them, with some little minor things that I can address as we get up close in here. I put it through a workout, feels exactly the same as I remember it. Same kind of glide, same kind of feel compared to the Total Gym. You can see that as far as the roll is concerned, still got that nice, really super smooth roll. I'll give you guys some up close shots of how the integrity of the machine looks. Minor, paint wearing, kind of minor scratching, nothing too major. My nephews did end up taking off the bands at the bottom, which I talked to my initial review. I wasn't a super fan of how the band tension really felt. It was still good, don't get me wrong, but there are some good spots even just in general to attach some other sites for bands if that's still something you're going to consider. And I believe GR8FLEX actually now just upgraded their bands or have like some additional add-on set, so I'll put that on the screen and I'll link it down below if you guys do want to check that out. They were using the standard handles that came with the machine, and even though, like I said, it was nothing really to write home about, they're still holding up, pretty well. The tower setting and just adjusting the tower height, again, pretty easy to adjust this. That's pretty much the same. If anything, that's kind of maybe broken in a little bit. Pull-up bars still look pretty good. Everything's a little minor, kind of like the rubber here is kind of wearing. I think that was like that though, honestly, when I gave it to him. Now, probably the biggest issue on this machine that noticeably has been worn is really regarding their squat stand. I'll give you guys an up close shot of this, and even before I gave this to them, I noticed it was kind of wearing a little bit. It looks like it's worn even more so. So it's hard to say if I kind of gave an initial beating to this and it started just kind of giving more or what, but you guys know I've been using this Total Gym squat stand for a while, and this thing, even comparing it, honestly, it hasn't budged at all. This is definitely warped in the bottom. It might have something to do with the fact that this squat stand top was a little bit kind of shorter, and maybe that added force couldn't withstand that. So maybe this extra longer frame at the bottom of the squat stand, the Total Gym, is what saved it, or it just has superior metal. Regardless, the Total Gym squat stand definitely held up. It's holding up to the beating that I put it through. Like I said, you guys know that I pretty much almost try to destroy this thing as much as I can. People always say they're surprised this thing hasn't snapped. This thing, on the other hand, though, has definitely kind of worn in. So you can take that as you will. If you guys do have one of these machines and it's like this, the good thing is you can always order the Total Gym squat stand, which I can link down below, and that'll fit on this machine as well. The cable quality still looks perfectly as good as it was. The fabric, or this canvas, and I've talked about this before, that if you get the camo color GR8FLEX, you get this canvas type of top. This looks totally fine. It's not really fraying, at least anything too noticeable. If you get the other colors though, it has more of a vinyl finish, whatever your kind of preference is. As you can see in the backdrop of this video though, I put this through just standard typical workout that I would do with these machines. Tried a couple different things, as you guys can see in this video. Held up really good. I mean, it's definitely a noticeable difference. It's very similar, as I said in the previous video, to the Total Gym Fit. I still personally prefer the actual just feel and kind of glide and tension that the regular Total Gym Fit gives. But with that being said, if you're comparing these machines, if I swapped out a machine and used it solely for a few weeks, I would get used to it. As I'm kind of repeating myself, this machine just has a much more fluid and just, again, a slicker kind of a ride to it that takes a second to kind of get used to. It is noticeable when you jump from machine to machine. Not really a huge deal though. Otherwise, still got a great workout on this or any other machine. That's really it. I'm not gonna say anything more than I haven't said before, but I'm just giving you guys an update on this machine. Any questions, comments, feedback about this, let me know. I might even give this back to them. I don't know, just not that I don't like it. I just already got so many of them. I know they like this thing, and it is so similar to my Fit that for me to kind of swap it out and use it, I probably would just kind of use my Fit instead. With that being said though, what did just pop my mind is that my wife she used to actually prefer this machine. I'm not sure why. I believe it was just the way it kind of felt. Again, that kind of a slicker, kind of a glide, like I said. I remember she did prefer this over the other Total Gym, but she also likes the Total Gym XLS, whatever that's worth. That's it though. Any questions, comments about this machine? Again, I'll put a link in the description box if you guys want to check it out. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.